called Mean Green Tweets. It was Willie's idea. We give a nod to Jimmy Kimmel. Obviously, he has celebrities reading their mean tweets and maybe reacting. You know what? Last week.
Oh, so I get to read mine?
Oh, you get to read yours.
Ooh.
Last week you caused a little bit of a stir, Bart, and I think people.
I bet it did.
You know,
what did I do
on
last
social
week?
media.
Are you about to find out?
A little interesting with your comments on Zach Wilson.
Talk to the people.
Why don't you start then? All right, let's see what the reaction was. Let's start with the first mean tweet.
Dear Bartholomew, Dave P. Hanna, I will go to sleep tonight with a lower IQ than the start of the day. After listening to Bart, the beat writer should ask Zach, why did you not create magic after playing without 3 starting linemen in your defense, making Duke Johnson look like Walter Payton? Listen, what's his name, Hanna?
Dave Hanna, yeah.
Yeah, Dave Hanna. First of all, Hannah Montana, whatever. Listen, if you're going to sleep with a lower IQ, it's because some edibles kicked in that you took while you was watching the game. First of all, bro, because if you was in the should we put him in the metaverse or something like that?
Why not?
Maybe he'll believe. No, yeah, you can't even come to the metaverse. We created the metaverse to get away from people like Dave. Let me tell you what, Dave. Listen, sometimes the truth hurts. And listen, around here, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, we was selling hope. But at some point, you got to keep it real because I lose my credibility. But if you want to talk about the X and O's of the game, talk about not being able to pick up blitzes, not being able to side adjust, not being able to have great mechanics, I can talk about all that. But I've said that for the first 8 weeks.
Here you go. It's Willie's
I'm
tweet.
up, man. Good jump. Phil, thank God for Willie Cologne. How anyone can listen to or care what these Stephen A. wannabes have to say beyond me.
Wait a second. That's like a family. That was like a nice family member that wrote that. That wasn't a mean tweet to you.
What is that?
It's just coming at everybody else.
All right, Keisha. Thanks for sending it in. All right, Keisha. Thanks.
I didn't pick the tweet. I was just told to read it, Steve. Listen, at the end of the day, I think people have to recognize 3 things. One, we appreciate everybody that cares enough to listen to us and have something to comment on. We talk about a team right now that's been struggling all year. And Bart was right. We came to this season saying, hey, we were selling hope.
Positive vibes, everybody.
Positive vibes only. Dudes came on, told you the do's and don'ts, broke down plays after plays to try to show you significant reasons why this team is winning in certain areas and losing in certain areas. What people don't remember is that at one point, we all wore the green and white, and it took a lot of pride in our job. Bart played a long time, I played a long time, so did Dudes. Our career is our career, but when we left the Jet, we always felt like, 1, we could have did better, and 2, at the end of the day, we still care because we still walk in that building, we still have relationships in that building, and we want to see the guys win. But we also one thing we do know is we know when bad football is being played. And during these last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of bad football. And whether it's Zach's fault, the defense's fault, or coaching, our job is to sit up here and say what it is and what it's not. And we thank you, Steve, for being a part of this circus, but we care. And part of being frustrated and angry is saying, hey, man, this outfit could be better, and it could be better in this area. And we're doing it every Sunday. So, one, thank you for listening and tweeting and talking back to us, but we got things to say. So thank you for listening.
Dude, your turn.
All right, this is one that's from PD Parker 11. No one knows who this guy is. I'm going to talk bad to him. Postgame is a joke with loud mouths and Steve Gelbs wearing Jordans with a suit. Makes your skin crawl. I prayed for you fools. Well, let me tell you something, Petey, paying some homage to Remember the Titans. You're killing me, Petey. What are you talking about? As Bart and Willie said, what do you want us to do? Not speak the truth? We have been spewing out hope for the first 10 weeks of the season. We keep it real on this show. I've praised Zach Wilson when he's played well, and then I got on him when he hasn't played well. I've said there's things he has to progress with, not just him, this offense. I've talked about the defense when it's played well. I've talked about it when it's played bad. I keep it 100. I do not lie on this show. I show you on the film work. Numerous times I go up on the film and show you when the Jets are playing well and when they're not playing well. So I don't know what you want me to do, PD. Lie to you? Keep spewing out hope? We're telling the truth on the show. What more do you want from us? You're killing us, PD.